How much is my home worth? How long will it take me to sell it? How much is it going to cost me? These are important questions, and you need somebody to help you get through the process to understand the answers to those questions. I'm Jason Miller with the Chong Miller Group, and welcome to this video. In this video, I want to quickly summarize the market statistics for both August and September of 2019. So this is the market update for October 2019. And I want to shed some light on the answer to the questions that I give you at the start of the video. Let's start with the statistics. As I had indicated, I believed in the last video, I believed that August was actually going to be pretty strong, and it was. I had suspected that September was going to slow some, and it did, and I'll get into those numbers in just a second. My forecast for October is that October is stabilized, but it's not going to be the strongest month that we've seen. I think it's going to be probably just a little bit better than September was. So first off, dollar figures. In August, the median home sales price for a single family home in the Las Vegas Valley area was $305,000. Now this is actually up a bit from what we had been seeing, a very stable $300,000 price level. In September, the price level actually increased significantly for the median sale of a single family home to $310,000. But be careful of the statistics. There's some other information that you need to know. So days on market actually went down in August. The days on market average was 28, and in September 26. That implies that things are picking up. Supply actually also fell. August was 3.5 months worth of supply sitting in the market. And in September, only 3.2 months worth of supply sitting in the market. So if you're a seller, you might be thinking, you know, this is encouraging. Transactions are happening more rapidly. There's less competition out there and prices are going up. Well, inventory fell as well, as we might expect in the scenario I laid out. August, the number of homes for sale, single family homes for sale, was 9,314, and in September, 8,631. So a drop of almost 700 homes, which would be something in the 7% range. So inventory decreased. But closed transactions. In August, we had 3,179 single-family homes close, whereas in September, we had 2,755 closed single-family home sales transactions. So it's a drop of over 400 homes. That's a drop of over 12%. So what's going on here? Well, what's going on is when there are fewer transactions in the market, it could be that the overall market is slowing down. There's just simply less demand. And when there's less demand, we see probably increasing amounts of supply. We see possibly decreasing prices. So that's not exactly what happened here. Rather, what happened was, for various reasons, lower priced homes are not selling as quickly as the higher priced homes, right? Higher meaning something above lower priced homes, not necessarily meaning millions of dollars or something like that. And so what happens is, because we talk about median prices in real estate, the median price is that above which half of transactions occur and below which half of transactions occur. If we start trimming the transactions that are happening in the lower end of the market, the median price inherently increases. That's even if total number of transactions are decreasing. So what we're actually seeing in Las Vegas is not the strongest market causing prices to increase. Rather, what we're seeing is an incredibly tight supply on homes that are priced below the median. And that means there are fewer transactions taking place in that space below about $300,000. There's just not much for sale. And so it doesn't matter how many people are trying to buy there, those prices may be creeping up at the lower end of the spectrum, but there are fewer transactions. There are always half of transactions taking place at the median and above, but where those transactions take place in that range from 300 or whatever the median price is, in this instance 310,000, to the top, right, a $20 million home, where those transactions take place, the median doesn't tell us anything about that. What's actually happening in the valley is at the very high levels, prices have fallen a bit and demand has decreased somewhat. That's associated with changes in the tax code. Largely, there are some other reasons as well. But we're finding more transactions taking place in that $300,000 to $500,000 range. And we're seeing fewer transactions taking place in the $300,000 to $150,000 price range, such that the median, that middle point, is increasing slightly. So what's your home worth? Well, if you're a seller, this is a really important question. What do you price your home at in order to be able to achieve its value in the market, in a transaction? Well, to know that, you have to know what its value is in a transaction, and you have to then figure out what you can price at a premium above that, such that you're secure you're going to get the level that it's actually worth. If you're a buyer, the exact same calculation needs to take place. I found a home that I'm particularly interested in. And because I'm interested in this home, then what's this home worth? And what should I negotiate around? Do I come in a little bit lower? Do I come in at the price that I want to pay for it? Do I come in at the price that it's actually valued at? Of course, sellers always would love to get more than the market value for their home. Get me a good deal. Buyers would always love to pay less than the market value for the home they're interested in. Get me a good deal. The reality is we've got some kind of price at which buyer and seller are going to meet and figure out, hey, a transaction makes sense here. So in this particular market, where home sales are actually falling, where there are indications of increasing prices, but those indications may be illusory, who you choose as your real estate agent is even more important than it is in a fast market, where if you make a mistake on pricing, you're going to recover from that mistake over some period of time. In this market, if you make a mistake, you could be sitting on market for a long period of time. You could end up having to cut your prices significantly and end up selling below where you would have actually been able to sell before. So you want to be really careful. Interview a couple agents. If you're thinking about selling, we at the Chong Miller Group would love to be interviewed by you. We have a great deal of knowledge about the market here in Las Vegas. We have a great deal of knowledge about negotiating to maximize the value of your property. I had been a professor in business school for about 10 years and had taught, among other things, strategy and negotiation. If you're a buyer, make sure you're talking to an agent who actually understands what the inventory is, where the inventory is, how it's actually moving within the submarkets. Those homes that are priced a little below median, those homes that are priced a little above median, those homes that are in the high priced category or in the low priced category, because it really makes a difference, especially in a market like this where you can harm yourself with a lack of information. Ignorance in this kind of market is not bliss. It is actually dangerous. So please give us a call at the Chong Miller Group. I'd love to talk with you. I'd love to be able to help you with your real estate adventures, whether you're buying or selling. If you want, we can just sit down and have a cup of coffee and we can talk about it and figure out whether or not we're a good fit to work together. But protect yourself. Make sure you're talking to a few agents. Don't just, as the expression goes, don't just hop into bed with the first person who comes along. You want to make sure that you've got somebody who's adding capability to the tool set that you bring into any particular transaction. Please check out our website, chongmillergroup.com. You can email us at info@chongmillergroup.com, or you can give me a call at 702-972-1656. We'd love to help you. Please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll look forward to talking with you. Thank you.